She's stuck inside my mental. She got a body like a temple. Even though she drives me crazy, I tell everyone that's my baby. She's pretty like a 4K sunset, blue-eyed baby from the Midwest. Body so bad when she undressed. If I was your ex, I'd be upset. Little did he know I was up next. Big brown boy with the big flex. I know that you know I'm the one. She's stuck inside my mental. She got a body like a temple. Even though she drives me crazy, I tell everyone that's my baby. Lately got memories unleashed. I know I tend to get a little bit away from me. I keep that photo in my wallet from 2018. I keep your body on my hands. She said, can you take me to the moon? I got a reservation down for two. Nobody does it better. I don't think I'll ever find somebody better than you. She's stuck inside my mental. She got a body like a temple. Even though she drives me crazy, I tell everyone that's my baby. So let's try to keep this tempo. We got love on every level. Even though I drive you crazy, I'm so glad that you're my baby. Maybe I'm not the one that you've been dreaming of. With dirt underneath my fingernails and worn out shoes. I never thought that I would fall for someone like you. An uptown girl without a single care in the whole wide world. But I don't wanna run away from you. 'Cause baby, I am done hiding my love for you. So please won't you run away with me. 'Cause you can't control who you fall for. No. When the world is asleep, then we can meet. A secret life that we share with the stars and the moonlight.
to